Welcome back to paper 5, communication through translation. Honya Sujiteno communication. Module 8, translation practice, and it's the third module in the translation practice, which is in Japanese Honya Jisen 3. Let's try to recapitulate from the previous module. In the previous module, we have done the single step comprehensive based method also, but we found that it does not work always so well. Consequently, a step-by-step process was introduced, which helps in understanding the constituting clauses and also the interclause relationship through better understanding of particles. We covered te form, e adjective and verb, and we found that te represents mild reason and it acts as a conjunction, and the equivalence is determined contextually. We also covered they in the previous module, only one aspect of they, of course, and we found that they is coming from, or they can be equated to this, which means that instead of finishing the sentence, we finish the sentence or we connect this sentence to the next sentence, making it a clause by they. Again, the representation is, it represents mild reason or conjunction, and the equivalence is determined contextually. Must base was also discussed in the previous module, and we found that clause can be broken very safely at the must base. Mostly it acts as a conjunction and it helps in comprehension. Generally, it can be broken first, and while translating it can be joined by and. In this module, we are trying to introduce the process and the technique to understand the role of particle they, to select appropriate equivalent for they in different contexts for better comprehension and better rendering. The objectives remain overlapping with the previous module, entry into the real world of translation, module by module, and sub objectives are identifying the basic issues through practical examples, coming to the possible solutions, organizing guidelines and techniques and their applications. Then finally verifying and updating the guidelines as well as techniques. Outcome which is expected from this module also remains the same, that we are targeting creation of scholars of translation. They will render value added free translation, generating realistic theories through practice, and we would target grooming trainers. Let's see some examples or some sentences where they has been used, and this is actually meant for warming up. Anu, I can't see very clearly, so can you read these sentences for me?
Yes, sir. First example is Sekai de Ichiban Nagai Kawa wa Nairu desu. Next one is Nihon de wa Sangatsu to Shigatsu to Gogatsu wa haru desu.
Like this, you can see there are different examples listed here, and let's see how can we play with different components or different parts, or maybe you can say different clauses of one sentence, and try to understand what it means. Let me explain first example. The first example was Sekai de Ichiban Nagai Kawa wa Nairu desu. Now there are various ways. Nairu desu, Kawa wa Nairu desu, Nagai Kawa wa Nairu desu. But let's see, if I say Nagai Kawa desu, then I say Ichiban Nagai Kawa desu, and then I say Sekai de. So you can understand these components easily. This is how you comprehend the one sentence. Can you read the hints for other examples? Let's do 2 or 3. Example number 2, 3, and maybe the last one, that is 8.
Hint for second one is haru desu. Sangatsu, Shigatsu, Gogatsu wa haru desu. Nihon de wa.
This was a sentence, Nihon de wa Sangatsu to Shigatsu to Gogatsu wa haru desu. Now if I read it carefully, Nihon de wa Sangatsu to Shigatsu to Gogatsu wa haru desu. Even while reading, you can break the sentence in such a way that it becomes comprehensible. And if you don't read it properly, or if it is a written text, then the best way is to break it into components or the clauses. Maybe one sentence more, 7th or 8th, 2 sentences you can read.
Seventh is kaisai sarimasu. Olympic ga kaisai sarimasu. Nihon de.
Now let me try to coin the sentence from these components. Nihon de Olympic ga kaisai saremasu. Another example.
Last one is happyou shimasu. Shukudai o happyou shimasu. Jugyou de.
Now if we see these examples, we find, no, I won't be able to read it. I think the first one is scope. It's Han Yoshimitsu. If you see first and second example, it says there is a river and river's name is Nile, and this river is the longest in the world. So it is trying to limit the scope. Second sentence is Nihon dewa ABC wa haru desu. A particular period is haru desu. So the haru's scope is limited, so it is representing scope. Third and fourth examples are showing medium or mean. The fourth shows duration, and the fifth place of action. Now let's try to see how they behave, and it will be interesting to see that the core meaning or the core equivalence represented by they is quite overlapping. Let's see with the help of some examples. I would like to mention here that the particles are not so difficult to comprehend. You need to begin with the scientific approach, and finally you may rewrite in the flow. Let's see some practical examples or application through examples one by one. This is example number 1. Anu, you will have to read for me.
Translation?
No, first read the example.
Example 1 is Tonegawa wa Nihon de 2番目に長い川です。そして利根川水系のダムの一つである something ダムは群馬県の北部にあります。
It's Yakizawa Dam, and now see there are some words like Yakizawa Dam, then Gunma Prefecture, then Tonegawa. These are the names which confuse you. We'll try to concentrate on these things also later on, but if you leave out these things and replace them with something, for example ABC, then it becomes easy to comprehend. And in this case, they has been translated as, can you read out the translation, the first translation?
Tonegawa is Japan's second longest river, and Yakizawa Dam is one of the dams on Tonegawa water system in the northern part of Gunma Prefecture.
Okay, let's see the second translation, or let's see how we go. Okay, let's see another approach and see how we shift the focus. Yes, can you read the focus, not the components which have been divided here?
In focus, it's written first Tonegawa wa Nihon de 2番目に長い川です and then it's broken further Nihon de 2番目です
It's the same approach which we have tried to show you with the examples during warming up period. Some components are written and then we come to Nihon de 2番目です. You'll have to read the hint also.
Hint is Tonegawa wa, so it's
So
written
Tonegawa wa is kept aside because it's the subject.
and next is Nagai desu, kawa desu, Nagai kawa desu, 2番目に長い川です Nihon de.
Nihon de 2番目に長い川です. So what is coming in bracket? Just see. If we consider this Nihon de 2番目に長い川です as an answer, what could be the question for this? And the question in this case would be どこで2番目ですか? So 日本で2番目です. And the translation comes as?
Translation would be Tone is the second longest river in Japan, and Yakizawa Dam, one of the dams on Tone River system, is in the northern part of Gunma Prefecture.
Okay. You can see here that the translation 1, they is not translated. In the case of translation 2, they has become in because of the clarity. So learning here is that in translation 1, they is comprehended as no. It communicates, not that it does not communicate, but this free translation clubbed with complacency can lead to wrong comprehensions. Here, noun before they determines the equivalence of they. What it shows here is the they is indicating a place, that means it is limited, the scope of place is limited by they. Let's see the other example. Yes, quickly read out the translation, the original. Let's see the example 2. 通産省は日本の専門技術を開発途上国の環境改善に役立てるために1992年からグリーンエイドプランで協力を行っている. Yes, Anu, can you read the translation?
First translation is Ministry of International Trade and Industry, in order to utilize Japan's specialized technique for improvement of the developing countries, since 1992 has been carrying out cooperation by Green Aid Plan.
There are some minor errors like Ministry of International Trade and Industry. This is the old name. Then in order to utilize, there's an issue here. And they is translated here as by. Now let's see some focus hints. Green Aid Purande Kyoryoku. Let's see some, here is the slide. Green Aid Purande Kyoryoku Okonatteru. Green Aid Purande Okonatteru. The hint here is Susan Showa is subject, so we keep it aside. Kyoryoku Okonatteru. Kankyo Kaizen ni yakudateru tame ni kyoryoku okonatteru. Senmon gijutsu o kankyo kaizen ni yakudateru tame ni Green Aid Plan de kyoryoku okonatteru. Now, if we go to the QA method, and the QA method will give, the question is Nani de kyoryoku okonatteru. Green Aid Plan de kyoryoku okonatteru. Purande kyoryoku okonatteru. And now when you say Purande kyoryoku okonatteru, the equivalent comes as by this plan, and a free translation would be under this plan. And now see the translation. Yes, translation 2.
Next is, in order to make Japan's specialized technology useful in improving the environment in developing countries, Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry has been carrying out cooperation under the Green Aid Plan since 1992.
The comprehension in this case is Green Aid Purande Kyoryoku Okonatteru is equal to Green Aid Puran no moto de Kyoryoku Okonatteru. And therefore the translation becomes under. In the case of translation 1, it was translated as by, and in the final translation it becomes under. So learning here is that in translation 1, they in Puran is mistaken as means, or they with plan, Puran is mistaken as means or medium. Here also, noun before they determines the equivalence, and plan is like a frame or umbrella. Therefore, the translation is under. And under the umbrella of, when we say again, this means the scope is limited. Let's go to the next example. Example 3 is Choki Toyo Shiken de PH Kanja no seizon kikan no hyokashita. Appears to be little Greek because the words are scientific. But let's see, are they really? Yes, can you read the translation?
In long-term administrative test, survival period of PH patient is evaluated.
Here also, the issue is they, and the translation for they is in. Let's see what could be the possible technique if we see the hint and the focus. The focus, let's see hint the first. Hyokashita. Seizon kikan o hyokashita. PH Kanja no seizon kikan o hyokashita. Shiken de PH Kanja no seizon kikan no hyokashita. Which means shiken de PH Kanja no seizon kikan no hyokashita and shiken de hyokashita. So that means de particle is playing major role in the last, that is shiken de hyokashita. So if you can understand shiken de hyokashita, so it could mean, let's try to put the question now. Do hyokashita. Shiken de hyokashita. Do yatte or nani o yatte hyokashita. Shiken de hyokashita. And the translation is?
Translation would be, survival duration of PH patient was assessed by long-term administration test.
Okay, so comprehension is shiken de hyokashita is equal to shiken o okonatte hyokashita. When you try to comprehend, you try to define what this particle is trying to say. In translation 1, it was translated as in, and in translation 2, it is translated as by. Learning here is again in this case, the preceding noun determines the equivalent for day, and the noun happens to be test, and the uses context makes it by and not in. Once again, it's an instrument or method, and where the translation is by or the equivalence is by, again it is trying to limit the scope to that particular method or to that particular instrument. Example 4. Yoseshita ingotwa tie usuniku kande hifukushite kokan ni funyushi senhyaku dode nekkan tanzoshita. And the English translation is:
The melted ingot is covered in TA thin wall tube enclosed in steel pipe and is hot forged at 1100 degrees centigrade.
The words used are not so very proper or appropriate, but that doesn't matter. This can be fine-tuned later on. Let's see the possible solution in the next slide. Tie nikukande, tie usunikukande hifkusuru. Now tie usunikukan appears to be a difficult word, but if I break it, for example, usu usui, niku nikumori no niku, and kan is tube, difficult, so let's replace it with de. So with a de hifkusuru. Now hint here was ingotwa, keep it aside. Nekkan tanzoshita. This appears to be a difficult word. Nekkan means hot or under hot conditions. Tanzoshita, forced. Kokanni fonyoshi nekkan tanzoshita. Forced, nekkan tanzoshita, forced or forced, hot forced. Before that, sealed or put inside a steel tube. Tie usuniku kande kokan ni funyoshi nekkan tanzoshita. And let's see the comprehension now. The QA method applied here. Nande hifukushita. Tie usuniku kande hifukusuru, or hifukushita. And the translation comes as:
The ingot made was covered with thin TA tube enclosed in steel tube and hot forged at 1100 degrees centigrade.
I think if you see this slide again, or maybe carefully, you'll understand the process used for the translation. But we are focusing on the translation or equivalent used for day, and see what happens in the translation 1. It was translated as in translation 2, it was translated as with, because the comprehension was TA usuniku kande hifkusuru is equal to TA usuniku kan otsukatte hifkusuru. And the learning here is preceding noun together with the following verb determines the equivalent for they. It is acting as an instrument and can be translated as by or with. Here, latter is the contextual equivalent, as the noun is acting as material. It's instrument and material once again. The translation initially was by, modified to with, and if you see carefully, again it is acting as scope limiter, and scope is limited by this particular particle. Let's see the next example. Kono program wa kogai o boshi suru tame no tekisei na gijitsu o kaihatsu kenshou shi aite koku de phukyu saseru koto o mokyo to shite imasu. Can you read the translation, please?
The translation is: in this program, appropriate technology to prevent pollution is developed and validated, and this program aims at dissemination it among the partner countries.
Okay, so it's translated as among here. Hint in this case would be kono program wa, and let's keep aside this kono program wa mokyo to shiteru. Something it is targeting us. Aite koku de gijitsu o kaihatsu kenshou shi phukyu saseru koto o mokyo to shiteru. And from here we find that the focus should be aite koku de phukyu saseru 国で普及させる and the consequence is if you put the question answer method どこで普及させる相手国で so this gives a very clear thing that if it is どこで how it should be translated as and can you read the translation please
Second translation is this program aims at developing and validating an appropriate technology to prevent pollution and at disseminating it in the partner country.
Okay, and at disseminating it in the partner country. So from among in the second translation it becomes in because the comprehension was aite kokude fukyū saseru is equal to fukyū saseru and aite kokude. So it's a combination of divided one clause is divided into two components. Here the scope is restricted to the other country and therefore the equivalent is in. In this case this was referring to place. The hint used was where, the output came as in, that means limited in the other country and in becomes the equivalent. Again it is referring to scope. And let's see the last example, the sixth example. Shinobu ga Mitsu no shiten, kokyaku no kitai, keizoku teki kaizen, shitobito no bunka o jūshi shi, TQM o 推進展開する中でこれらのレベルが向上している。Yes, please read the translation.
Translation is the top leadership is paying attention on three perspectives that include customers' expectations, continuous kaizen, and people's culture. Meanwhile, the promotion and development of TQM raise the level of these perspectives.
Fine. Let's see the possible solution here. Hint is level ga kojo shiteru. We have broken the sentence into various components. A, B, C no level ga kojo shiteru. Then something suru naka de A, B, C no level ga kojo shiteru. So focus is TQM no suishin tenkai suru naka de level ga kojo shiteru. Now suishin tenkai, let's use one only. Tenkai suru naka de level ga kojo shiteru. As soon as you come to this smaller composition, you start comprehending, and now you can easily put a question. So apply the question answer method here, and the question would be itsu kojo shiteru ka, mata doko de kojo shiteru ka, and the answer is kaizen jūshi suishin tenkai suru naka de kojo shitemasu. And the translation comes as?
Translation would be the top leadership emphasizes on three aspects, namely customers' expectation, continuous improvement, and culture of stakeholders. While promoting and developing the TQM, the level of these aspects have improved.
So the equivalence here is while for they, and the technique used was comprehension, TQM suishin tenkai suru naka de level ga kojo shiteru through the question answer method. This is equal to TQM o suishin tenkai suru soshite doji ni level ga kojo shiteru. Therefore the translation becomes while in place of meanwhile in the first translation. The comprehension here was TQM o suishin tenkai suru naka de level ga kojo shiteru. It is equal to TQM o suishin tenkai suru plus soshite doji ni level ga kojo shiteru. That means the bigger clause was divided into two components. And when we say doji ni level ga kojo shiteru, it gives the indication when you put the question or answer is available and you try to put the question and you get the answer while. So verb plus nakade means while the action is taking place or while the verb is taking place. Therefore the translation in this case is while, and other equivalent could be during also. Now referring to duration or duration of process or during, therefore the translation or the equivalence was while. Once again, if you say during this period or while this is happening, means it is limiting the scope for the duration. Let's see few more examples now, and let me see how you attempted, or are you really active or not. The example here is この2つの推計で東京都の約 96% を占めています。There are two translations available. First translation has been corrected slightly, and the second translation is the first improved version of the translation 1. And can you read the two versions?
Translation 1 is, by these two water systems, approximately 96% of water source of Tokyo metropolis is occupied. And next one is, with these two water systems, it covers approximately 96% of water source of Tokyo metropolis.
I hope you can make out the difference. There is occupied or it covers. This is one part which was not correct, but this is not what we are focusing in this module. But if you see, they, it was translated as by initially, and it has been converted into with. Now let's see one more example. The second example here is Wefa wa tokute men ni soshi o keisei shita ato, go miri kakute do no tedo ni daishin suru tame, wareasui men o orientation furatte de meijurishi ni suru. Now, I would like, in fact, you to try translation of this particular sentence yourself, and then see the next slide. But that you can do later on your own. Let me give you two examples or two translations, and I would like to know. Okay, Anu, can you find out which translation is better, or are the two good, or are two not good?
So according to me, I would choose first one.
First one. First one says, when shaped the element of wafer on a specific surface, since 5 mm is diced at each angle, easy to break surface is marked using an orientation flat. The second is, in the wafer, if you see it carefully, I think a lot needs to be done in both the translations. So should we leave it as an exercise to you, or you would like me to give you the translation? Let's see this translation. Third, I hope you have done the translation at least in your mind. Now you compare that and see the translation 3. After creating the element on a specific surface of the water, as dicing is done at an angle of 5 mm, easy to break surface is marked with orientation. Though there were some other errors also, and the focus in this case is, because the focus is only on they, let's try to see the process for with. Wareasui men o orientation furatte de meijurishi ni suru. Orientation furatte de meijurishi ni suru, and the question in this case could be nani de meijurishi ni suru ka. Orientation furatte de. So it shows that it is used as a mean or as an instrument. So do you think you have understood what has been talked about here? Can you answer, Anu?
Yes, sir. Now I have got some clarity on this particle, but as we have seen that in every example, they shows scope. So could you please explain more on it?
Fine, let's sum up the learning of this module, the particle they. We started with grammatically derived aspects, and we found that they represent scope, it represents means, medium, duration of time, place of action, reason, etc. Try to think when you had just started learning Japanese language, this could have been, or this was probably the most difficult particle to comprehend. When so many equivalents are there, it's so difficult. Where exactly I should use they, for what I should use they, it's quite difficult. In this module, we have tried to see the usages while translating, and see, first was in, when it was used for place, and it is under in the case of under the umbrella of. Next was by a particular method, or with an instrument. And the third was during or while, and the context was time or span. So it is the context which tells you what would be the equivalent, or what aspect this they is handling here. So it very clearly indicates that they is, broadly speaking, refers to the, or it is used to limit or limit the scope, whether in terms of place, whether in terms of method, or whether in terms of duration. Now, trick what we have used here to understand is applied WH question, And this WH question application is a two-step approach. First, try to imagine in your mind the clause as an answer, the part or the component which is a answer, and then try to pose question for that answer, and you will get the equivalent for the they. In summary, I can say noun plus they plus the following verb, the verb which is following after that, helps you in imagining the clause. WH technique is then used to comprehend the context, and then you can render the correct meaning or the correct equivalent using a free rendering method. So with this, I would like to finish this module. Acknowledgement goes to my student Anu Kumari, who is the trainee of OTTP course of CSIR NISCARE, for the contribution she made in data collection and the base work. Thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimashita, and see you in module 9. Thank you.